Hello everybody, Jake here and welcome to the hobby. Are you guys excited to burn some money? Because I am. Today we are going to be ripping open over $1,000 in different mystery products. We are going to be ripping open $500 worth of Gamestop gold packs as well as $500 worth of Courtyard.io's Pokemon Master Packs. Each of these packs cost $100, so we are going to be ripping open 5 packs from GameStop, so that's $500, and 5 packs from Courtyard, which is also $500. A quick disclaimer, GameStop is not sponsoring me. However, for Courtyard.io, Courtyard is an official sponsor of the Card Lounge podcast, which I am a part of, so I am affiliated with Courtyard. This video is in no way an ad to Courtyard. They are not sponsoring me. These polls are absolutely legitimate. They're my own personal polls. They did not ask me to do this video in any way like that, so that's just a quick disclaimer that I do have some connection to Courtyard. So let's look at what kind of cards you can pull inside of the GameStop Power Packs. You can pull yourself some of the top tier chase cards from the Gold Chase packs. These are going to include the Rayquaza VMAX from Evolving Skies in a PSA 10. We got ourselves the Latios, but in a PSA 7. We also got some cool cards like the Japanese Reshiram, the Espeon first edition from Neo Discovery, as well as the Umbreon VMAX from Evolving Skies in a PSA 9. So they use some of the gradings to leverage the price value on some of the cards. For Courtyard, you do also see some similar pulls. The interesting thing is that you can see other people's pulls, so you can actually see what people pull from their master packs. So someone spent $100, and these were some of their cards that they got. Looking at the pulls that you do get a lot of similar pulls. You can also get yourself a PSA 10 Espeon, which is the exact same card that GameStop has. You also get yourself an Umbreon VMAX in a lower grade than a 10. So pretty similar options. If you look at the pull rates, there's a 57% chance that you get a card of $50 or more in value. And in GameStop, it looks to be the odds are around 40%, 30% for $75 to $100 worth of value, 25% for $100 to $200, and a 0.1% chance of getting a top tier chase cards. For Courtyard's odds, it looks like they have pretty similar odds overall. There's a little bit of differences. Like I think for Courtyard, the odds for you pulling a $200 to $400 card is 6%, but GameStop, it's only 3%. So little differences in the formula of how they do their pull rates, but it's pretty darn similar overall. So let's get started. We're going to rip open one GameStop, one Courtyard, one GameStop, one Courtyard until we get to $1,000 spent. And obviously, if I pull something good inside of GameStop, that does not mean GameStop is better. If I pull something good inside of Courtyard, that does not mean Courtyard is better. I guess if you do this test 100 times, you might get some kind of significant data overall, but it's no indicative that one is better than the other. I'm just doing this because it's kind of entertaining to rip open some booster packs with you guys. So let's buy our very first GameStop gold pack. All right, first $100 down the hatchet. Let's see what we get from the GameStop Power Packs. First hit in, it's an English card. Ultra Necrozma PSA 9. Valued at $95. I'm going to have to press X for doubt on that. We're going to hold on to this card for now, and let's go over to Courtyard and see what we pull for our first one. But not bad, pretty close to $100 worth of value, supposedly by GameStop. All right, we got ourselves our first Courtyard pack. Let's see what we get. Give me, $100. Click to reveal. And we got ourselves a CGC Pristine 10 Japanese Latios. That is worse than the GameStop one, but not by a significant margin. They're both pretty similar in terms of how good they are, in my opinion. So let's see if we can get something better. Like we're going to want some like serious better hit. I want an $800 card, guys. All right, we are moving on to our second GameStop pack. Currently, GameStop is currently beating Courtyard, but not by a significant margin. We got ourselves the English one. Gardevoir EX Radiant Collection PSA 8. That is a yikes. What's up with this card? The coloring does not look right on it. The coloring does not look right. Is this the regular ultra rare version of this card? No, it's Radiant Collection number 30. I don't know. This color looks a little bit off. That is kind of a weak hit, I would want at least a PSA 9. A PSA 8 is pretty bad. So let's see if Courtyard can do any better than that. That was kind of a slip up by GameStop. Let's see if that makes it so that Courtyard catches up. The ball is certainly in Courtyard's favor right now. If they give me a decent hit inside of this second pack, Courtyard will take the lead. Revealing my card. Revealing my card. And we got ourselves a Japanese Venusaur SIR PSA 10. So now Courtyard is certainly ahead. Current value is right around $140. That is not bad. All right. Doing good. Moving on to our third Gamestop Power Pack. This has to be a good hit or else GameStop is going to fall far behind. Japanese. And it is a Japanese Pikachu Gym Event Campaign card, PSA 10, currently valued at $70. That is an ouchie because we just spent $100 on this card, and if we sell it back right now, we make $63 worth of value. What I've noticed with GameStop's Power Packs, at least, is that they inflate the value on these cards a little bit, so that if you were to try to sell this card, it's very unlikely that you can get $63 worth of value, which is why you end up taking this offer. You sell it back for $63 because you look at the secondary market on eBay and you're seeing, well, they're listing it for $60. If I were to sell this card, I'll probably make $55. I might as well sell it back to GameStop for $63. So they inflate the value on some of these cards. I can't say if Courtyard does the same thing, but we'll have to wait and see because I haven't looked at their pricing model at all yet. We're moving on to our third Courtyard pack. They're currently in the lead, but one bad pull and suddenly GameStop's in the lead. Although GameStop probably needs the help a little bit right now. All right, let's see what we get. Third Courtyard pack. Koraidon EX Hyper Rare PSA 10. That is a massive blunder. Current market value is $48.60. That is our lowest valued hit yet. I actually really like this card. I think it's super cool, although the gold rare cards, no one seems to currently like them. So it is what it is. Let's buy another pack from GameStop. Now it's currently a lot more even. I think that pulled it back for GameStop a little bit. It's more of Courtyard just blundering on that one, didn't they? All right, GameStop, fourth card in. Let's see if we can do any better. Modern grade. Zamazenta V PSA 10, current value $89. That is not a bad hit. It's actually a pretty cool card, and I'm pretty happy that we got it, because this is a great looking, gorgeous card to add to our collection, especially from Crown Zenith. I'm pretty happy about that. Anything that's close to $100 worth of value is probably a win in my book, because you can absolutely get some royally bad pulls where the card's true value is like $30, and that'd be a really terrible hit. All right. Now back in Courtyard's court, this is really, really close. They're both really close. I haven't seen a fight this close since Mike Tyson with whoever fought Mike Tyson last. Fine. Ooh, what is that? First edition. Whoa, is that really legit? First edition Magneton PSA 6. Current value $246. This is not a card that I would want in my collection, a PSA 6, but it is the first edition base set of Pokemon. So this is a holo rare from one of the rarest booster packs ever. PSA 6 is kind of low, but I mean, I don't disagree with this value. It's just this is a first edition Magneton from the original first edition base set. It has to have a lot of value, even in a PSA 6. So that's a pretty cool hit. I think this is my most valuable pulls I've gotten from either Courtyard or GameStop, which is really cool. Now, I think Courtyard is absolutely the favorite to win this little contest we have. GameStop currently has one final pack. We have to pull something really good. GameStop has to give us a Hail Mary to really take it home. So let's see what they got. All right, this is our final GameStop gold pack. I think my best hit out of 15 gold packs so far from GameStop has been like a $140 card. Ooh, that might not be so bad. Moltres Zapdos Articuno PSA 10. Current market value is close to $100. That is not bad. That is a very strong showing. I think at this point, Courtyard is clearly the winner. I think this is our final pack from GameStop. So let's rip open one more pack from Courtyard and see what we get. All right, final pack from Courtyard. This one's kind of for funsies because I think that because of that $200 valued Magneton. They kind of smoked GameStop in this contest. If you guys like these, I might do some more of these where we do some of the other products and probably at different prices just to see what we do. So final pack from Courtyard. Let's see what they get. Total value will be at the bottom of the screen after this pack. We got, oh, that was a blunder. We got ourselves a CGC 9.5 Japanese base set Sandshrew. Really random common card. Current market value is $49. That brought it really close. GameStop really taking it home with that final PSA 10. And Courtyard kind of tripped at the tail end of the race right there with this Sandshrew. Honestly, if you look at the total value that I pull from both of these, from the $500 from GameStop and the $500 from Courtyard, we probably ended up pretty close to even on both ends. So thank you so much for watching. Let me know what your thoughts are on these different mystery packs. They're kind of fun to pull, but at the end of the day, if you were to spend thousands and thousands of dollars on them, you probably end up with a slight negative. But at the end of the day, you might pull something cool too. So let me know what your thoughts are. Thank you so much for watching. We might do some more of these because I kind of like doing them. They're just kind of fun, and I appreciate you. Happy holidays, everyone.